Hey there, everyone. News 8 meteorologist Ashley Baylor here in the News 8 Now Stream Center. I am fresh off a week-long vacation. I did a lot of traveling in that time, so it's one of those, yes, it was great while you're on vacation, but traveling, you're going to learn a few lessons here, and you're never, ever, ever going to travel during spring break week again. That's what I'm telling myself. Odds are I'm going to forget that by this time next year, so please remind me in case I do. In case I say, oh, I'm going on vacation or looking for a place to vacation, you say, don't travel in April, Baylor. So that's what's going down. Anyway, what's going down here is things have been very, very dry. We actually just had a brush fire pop up in Guilford. It was right here along 95, the southbound side of 95 in Guilford between exits 57 and 56. Luckily, the fire truck is gone, so that fire has been put out. But I did receive a message from somebody on Facebook saying they've seen multiple fires along 95, and then somebody else saying they saw some brush fires up in the Ashford and Killingly area. So that's a problem that we are seeing all these brush fires pop up. There is a high fire danger for today. And of course, anytime there is a high fire danger, that means outdoor burning is not allowed, even if you do have a permit to burn. And here's the thing. We did get a little bit of rain while I was gone and as I was on my way out. So you can see our drought status has improved. It's not perfect, but you can see that at least most of the state is now just considered abnormally dry. But we've been, making baby steps in the right direction to get rid of this drought completely. Here's a look at our satellite and radar composite. Any little bit of shower action is staying well to the north of us, up in the Pioneer Valley of western Massachusetts. Today, of course, also Patriots Day, Boston Marathon. For the marathon runners, they've had lots of sunshine, very comfortable running conditions, but now, of course, a few clouds are moving right into the Worcester and Boston area. For us here in Connecticut, we've been watching the clouds fill in a lot sooner than they have. Here's a look in Long Wharf where we are at 53 degrees. Temperatures are coming down in some spots. We're at 49 in New London. It's 57 in Hartford, 53 degrees in Waterbury. So temperature-wise, this is a little bit below where we should be for this time of year. Typically, we should be in the lower 60s. So we're running about 5 to about 15 degrees colder than where we were at this time yesterday. I probably didn't need to be traveling this weekend because the weather here in Connecticut was absolutely beautiful, especially Saturday. People were hitting the beach, probably not going in the water, but at least hitting up and enjoying the sand. Now, that wind is picking up out of the south and southeast anywhere between 8 to 15 miles per hour. So there is a little bit of a noticeable breeze now. We are going to finally tap into a little bit of rain shower action. So we'll show you that with our hour by hour forecast. So as we head through dinner time, as we head through evening commute time, we will stay dry. But once we get past 10 o'clock this evening, that's when we are going to run the risks for some of these passing showers. Not a huge deal. Obviously, we need a little bit of moisture on the ground that would help out the high fire danger going on here. Now, the clouds and a little bit of fog, that'll stick around through Tuesday morning. But overall on Tuesday, we should see increasing sunshine and temperatures are going to warm up nicely. Once we see the sunshine break out tomorrow, that should push temperatures into the low and mid 70s. So if you have a chance to maybe bring your lunch outdoors and enjoy the day, do that. Even if you just take 10 minutes away from your desk at work and enjoy the day, go ahead and do that. Trust me, I will be making Catherine Hauser take a break from her desk tomorrow. Cloudy with passing showers tonight. Temperatures pretty much holding right around 50 degrees. And then tomorrow, increasing sunshine. It'll turn out to be a nice warm day in the wake of a warm front. So that's why we'll get those temperatures in the low to mid 70s. Here's a look at your 8-day shoreline forecast, where even though the numbers do come down for Wednesday and Thursday, it'll still be a pair of beautiful days, lots of sunshine. Temperatures are going to be in the mid to upper 60s, so we're going to stay a little above average as we continue through the week here. We'll start with sunshine on Friday, end the day with clouds, and in fact, as we go through Friday night, we could see a few showers there, but we're more likely to see some on and off rain as we go into Saturday. So this is what I like to call one of those 50-50 style weekends where clearly one day is a lot nicer than the other, and you don't need the meteorologist to tell you that obviously Saturday is looking like the better outdoor day for this weekend. If you have indoor projects to do, well, then Saturday is a perfect day for you. Sunday will be brighter. Temperatures will be in the mid 60s there, and we're looking nicer Monday, and then next Tuesday running a chance for maybe a few showers then, but that's 8 days out. Things certainly change between now and then, but we are looking at showers tonight, and we are very likely looking at some rain shower action on Saturday, although the timing of Saturday may kind of shift around a little bit. But I hope everybody had a fantastic spring break week. If your kids did have last week off, I hope you had a great Easter. I kept forgetting it was Easter. It just kept, creeping up here. But anyway, what we're going to be watching is for any more brush fires to pop up. If you see any, be sure to let us know report it at WTNH.com. We try and listen to the scanners and get updates from everybody out there. But sometimes you may see something that we don't. And, even though this may sound a little bit silly, and it does, I've been in dry situations before. I've been in, severe drought situations before. Even the slightest thing, like flicking a cigarette out an open window or throwing a cigarette into dry mulch, that can actually cause an initial brush fire. Take it from me, when I was getting married, so we're talking back in 2014, I booked a place in Foxborough. I was supposed to get married at Lakeview Pavilion. It has now been rebuilt. But at the time, 3 or 4 months out from my wedding date, there was a wedding going on. And one of the groomsmen flicked a cigarette into the dry mulch, set the whole thing up. The poor wedding had to be transferred, I believe, to the Renaissance at Foxborough in front of Gillette Stadium. But basically, that was a memorable wedding for them, to say the least. But it's something as simple as that. And so that's why, even though it sounds silly to some, since I've somewhat experienced it, I do find it to be a big deal. So really be careful with anything that could ignite any brush fires out there. All right. Off my little soapbox now. I'll see you tomorrow.